when are we going to learn our lesson? Please, please pay Micah. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back. Like I never left. What's going on with y'all, man? Happy Saturday evening. Listen, before I get started, let me just say I appreciate y'all, man. We're getting really close to 30,000. We already almost at 29,400. I think I need like 10 more subscribers. I'm telling you, we're getting close. And when we get there, that jacket over my left shoulder, I will be mailing out to somebody because one, it's just time for me to do a giveaway. I haven't never done a giveaway and it's time for that. But two, I appreciate and I love y'all. Now let's talk about why I feel like the Cowboys are making the same mistake they do every offseason. Like every offseason, we're doing the same thing and it's getting old, it's getting repetitive, and it's time to stop the cycle. I don't know what's going to take to stop the cycle. We have complained. We've said fire Jerry. We have boycotted. We've like people are just fed up, and the Cowboys seem to be about to do the same thing they do every year, especially when somebody's up for contract. They're about to not sign Micah Parsons and drag him through the mud, and it's frustrating because we all see the signs now. This isn't 4 years ago, 3 years ago when we just didn't see it. And we went into the offseason optimistic, thinking we might do something. And we realized throughout the offseason, they're not doing anything. And when it's a contractual year, we did the whole situation where we drag our own players, which is a Cowboys thing. Drag our own players throughout the offseason just to sign them before the season. Now, last year was the most drastic. We waited the entire offseason till August to pay CD, and then right before game one, like hours before game one, to pay Dak Prescott. Like, I think Jerry said, hold my beer. Let me show you how crazy I can be with that situation. But this year, it's already started. Micah has come out and Micah came out and verbally said around Super Bowl time, I would like to get a deal done early. I want to use the money to sign free agents. I want to build this team. I'm tired of sitting around and watching the Eagles and other teams build their teams stronger and better than the Cowboys. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I even had a quote, direct quote, I will take less. Micah said I will take less. Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones act like they didn't hear it. We should have known. That should have been red flag number one. Because that should have been like, oh, you trying to work with us to build the team? Great. Instead, that doesn't go with what they're used to the athlete pushing back, being mad, and then no deal getting done. So right now, I can't wait to hear what the reporters ask Jerry Jones and them, because you got Calvin Watkins coming out with a definitive story. Calvin Watkins got a story saying the Cowboys have not made contact with Micah Parsons. And I'm seeing players around the league getting signed. You can sign your own at this point. I don't know if there's a specific time frame. You can sign your own players at this point. And the Cowboys haven't done it. Literally, Clarence Hill said, you can sign your own players, and the Cowboys just haven't done it. And I even trying to, but Clarence Hill saying that was one thing, but you're like, maybe they're negotiating. But when Calvin Watkins has a story he put out saying the Cowboys haven't even made contact with Micah, even after all that stuff he said, that's when the red alarms and then the flags got to be like, hold on, man, hold on. We want to do the same thing again? After all last year, after the all-in, and we want to build it for this year, after all of that confusion and all of the disdain and hate that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have gotten on ESPN and all of the platforms, after people have literally, like, it's like the veil been lifted up, that their eyes are clear, they can see clear, and they're saying, yo, Jerry Jones, you have to do better. After I literally seen a post saying, most pressure this year to do better. Who's under the most pressure next year? And Jerry Jones and 4 quarterbacks is on there. And owner and GM is on there. The pressure to do better for next year. Like all of this stuff is happening for them to literally be like, we don't care. We're going to do things how we do them. It's one insanity, and it's sad for us as fans. It's sad. And I can see it coming. I feel it. To hear that they haven't even made talks yet. Now, I don't know. They could have talked today. I know the optimistic part. You can say that. But to just not try to do the same thing and expect a different result is crazy town. It's crazy town. Micah Parsons says that he wants to sign a deal and a lesser deal. He said it. Now, he might be lying. His agent might be like, yo, we're not signing a lesser deal. But Micah said, I would like to sign a lesser deal so that we can add to this team. And when you start to see other players start to get signed, you're like, okay, the wheels is turning. So that means that Jordan Lewis is up for he can be signed right now. You know, Micah can be signed now. I don't know if it's a thing where if you don't have money, because the Cowboys have to flip some switches to make the signing. Some teams have cap space, so they can just sign it. So I don't know if that's the thing, because I'm not a capologist. My thing is this. I would start doing whatever it takes. Flip the switches. Get the job done. Don't play this game. Please don't play this game where you pay Micah in like July. Please. And then the money that you get from paying Micah we can use next year. We want to use it now. Please pay Micah. Free up the money. Flip the Dak switch. Flip the Trayvon Diggs switch. Flip the, who else? What other contract they can flip switches on? Like, do what you got to do so we can start getting some, because there are some decent free agents out there. There are. And I'm not talking about the ones that cost 30, 40 million. I'm not even talking about OSA level money. I'm talking about some solid, decent free agents you can pay 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million and bring onto this team and make us better. But if y'all about to do that same thing, the Cowboys are going to do that same thing where it's just like, yo, we about to wait. We're going to start disrespecting Micah and saying he's not a leader and saying I don't like the podcast and like, you know, can we get it? And then there's more trade rumors. Y'all been hearing it. Y'all been hearing the trade rumors. More trade rumors, more it can really happen. More 103.5 The Fan out there basically carrying water for the Joneses and hyping this stuff up. Or stories being floated of, yo, we really might trade him. And it's just like all that to just sign him and just present turmoil just for clicks and views. It's silliness. It's silliness. We're better than that as an organization. I feel like we are. I feel like we are. You know, so it's time. It's time to do this different, man. And this is simple. It's a simple act. Do what you got to do to sign Micah Parsons. That'll free up money. Restructure CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. Those will free up money. And then when free agency starts, I know that there's going to be a wave in that first week. We ain't in it. I ain't even going to expect it. I'm not going to overhype y'all. Then as week 2 and week 3 comes in, I expect to see the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys have signed veteran linebacker. Dallas Cowboys have signed veteran D tackle, another veteran D tackle, maybe a 1-tech and a 3-tech. You know, Dallas Cowboys have signed this veteran corner to assist with letting Trayvon Diggs take his time to get back. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys have signed Amari Cooper. Yeah, I'll take a veteran receiver. I'll take Amari Cooper in a heartbeat. You know, and I'll draft a receiver. But these are things I want to discuss, but we got to see some movement this year. Because if we don't, it's going to be hard for me to come in here and really preach optimism. I'm going to have to just come in and say, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to have to be honest with y'all. I cannot keep lying and just saying, yo, we going to be nice if the ownership team, they're not going to try. They have to try, man, because when they don't try, me being optimistic, it comes off as straight lies. Me saying, y'all think we can be better than this team is straight lies if the ownership and the GM and the scouts and all that don't put the work in too. It can't just be us hoping we can get better. We have to put in some work. But look, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. I feel like we're going to do the same thing over and over again if we don't make a change here. Micah Parsons being signed early is a dead tell on how this offseason is going to go. Please, Cowboys, do something different. It's your boy, Mr. Roman. I'll holla.